You still gonna go to the dance?
Man, I'm gonna have the hottest date there.
Everyone loves a good dance, especially when it's full of high school shenanigans. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 school dances in movies. For this list, we're looking at dances that were featured in some of our favorite high school-themed movies. The dances themselves are just the backdrop for the action, and since everyone knows that dances are the most important thing in the world to high schoolers, they're usually the climax of the movie. Dance sequences and cattiness and pig's blood. Oh my. Number 10, Napoleon Dynamite.
Some say love, it is a razor.
We know young Mr. Dynamite has the moves. After all, he's been practicing them at every opportunity. But he barely gets the chance to show them off at this school dance. That might have to do with the fact that his date was forced to go with him, detests him, and ditches him before the night is through.
When did you get here?
Just a couple minutes ago. Have you guys seen Trisha anywhere?
Fortunately, his best friend Pedro lends Napoleon his date, and with some classic 80s synth pop as their backdrop, Napoleon, Deb, and their horrendous outfits awkwardly slow dance to Cyndi Lauper.
If you fall, I will catch you, I'll be waiting. Time after time.
Number 9, Encino Man. Aside from the obvious questions, like how finding a caveman in your backyard is a complete non-issue, or how said caveman is able to somehow attend your high school with minimal complications, we're more baffled by this school dance. While we've grown accustomed to scene-stealing choreography, especially in high school movies, it seems like they're asking us to suspend disbelief with the idea that everyone knows the caveman dance. But they do, and it helps make Dave, Stoney, and Link the big men on campus.
Oh, damn.
Number 8, Mean Girls.
I could not be happier that this school year is ending.
Katie is a new girl turned plastic who ascends the high school order almost accidentally, but who learns some valuable lessons on her way up and down the food chain.
I think I'm joining the mathletes.
No. You cannot do that. That is social suicide.
And as is pretty typical of a high school movie, all roads eventually converge at the spring fling. Katie has finally come to her senses and attempts to make amends with the kids she wronged on her brutal path to high school queen bee.
Well, half the people in this room are mad at me, and the other half only like me because they think I pushed somebody in front of a bus.
And she manages to do it all with a short speech and a few pieces of plastic.
Why is everybody stressing over this thing? I mean, it's just plastic. It's really just...
Number 7, American Pie. While everyone may remember the tragic waste of a good apple pie,
We'll just tell your mother that we ate it all.
that was really just a setup for the theme of this film. Desperately horny teenagers looking to get laid.
Suck me, beautiful.
As with most teens, the prom is the culmination of years of waiting, pressure, and maybe a little bit of lying. Spreading falsehoods about whom you may or may not have betted in high school has the potential to backfire, if not ruin you entirely.
We were doing the wild thing all night.
And when that info comes at the prom, well, it's not great.
Chuck Sherman is a liar. I never had sex with him. Once he tried to screw a grapefruit, but that's all. Oh, he also told me that when he gets nervous, he sometimes wets his pants. Thank you for your time.
Number 6, 10 Things I Hate About You. Oh, Heath Ledger, your heartthrob status was cemented with this movie. He finally manages to win over the girl he'd been paid to take to the prom, but not without some work.
You're so...
Charming. Wholesome.
However, it seems like all of his effort is for naught when his employer blows his cover and his date storms out.
You are so not who I thought you were.
But don't worry, the employer gets his. No prom debacle would be complete without a fistfight, some Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and a generic soft alternative outro. Number 5, 16 Candles.
I think it's too healthy to get all jacked up about some guy that isn't even a thing yet.
Yeah, Well, when you don't have anything, you don't have anything to lose, right?
That's a cheerful thought. Let's go make ourselves available.
Molly Ringwald was the reigning queen of 80s teen movies, like Pretty in Pink, and this classic certainly gave us some memorable moments.
I should be happy, right?
Like when Long Duck Dong was on the exercise bike with an ample-breasted woman, or when Jake Ryan's girlfriend ended up getting her hair chopped off.
I don't know how to thank you enough.
But when Ringwald's character finally attends her school dance, not only does she have to watch her crush slow dance with another girl, she's also subjected to Anthony Michael Hall's unfortunate dance moves.
Crank that, sister!
Number 4, Back to the Future. It's all fun and games until your folks never kiss and you end up disappearing into the ether. But thanks to Marvin Berry and the Starlighters, and Marty McFly's hard work, George and Lorraine do find love at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. So you'd think that'd be it, and Marty would head back to 1985, but nope. For all of his incredible time-traveling adventures, when a guitar is placed in his hand, he still has it in him to rock out with an anachronistic guitar riff. Number 3, Carrie. This poor girl couldn't catch a break. Yeah, her home life was a little different.
Help the sinning woman see the sin of her days and ways.
And she was certainly meek as a lamb when she was at school. So it's a little confusing as to why her bullies were so hardcore with the hatred.
Billy, I hate Carrie White.
Who?
But even so, she makes it to the prom with one of the cutest guys in school. And it's a revelation for her. After winning prom queen, she's all smiles. That is, until the pig's blood drops. Then it's all screams and murder. Number 2, Footloose.
Let's
You can't tell an entire town that's teeming with hormone-laced teenagers that dancing is banned and not expect some rules to be broken. That's a setup for choreographed rebellion.
See, this is our time to dance.
While most kids were sneaking out to get busy, these teens had to sneak out to get busy and dance uninhibitedly. When the rule was eventually overturned, the kids decided to commemorate the occasion and cut loose with a good old dance sequence. They earned it.
Gotta cut loose, footloose, kicked off Sunday shoes. Please, Louise, pull me up on my knees.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
All right, show me now.
You still want to dance with the wolf?
Are you ready?
Move your body like a hairy toad. I'm learning to rock and roll.
Number 1, Grease.
Let's all start to have a ball. Everybody rock and roll.
The late 70s were an era when you couldn't get John Travolta to stop dancing.
I mean, you know how it is, rocking and rolling and whatnot.
Danny?
And his love of dance gets the better of him in this scene. With Rydell High hosting a televised school dance, Sandy and Danny arrive together to partake in all the hand-jiving they can handle. But when the contest gets really intense, Danny throws his date aside for a fiercer competitor. That's how courtship works. When you're in the middle of a complicated dance sequence, always go for the girl with more cha-cha. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite high school movie dance? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Stay.
Go! Okay. Stop.